Olá, boa noite, tudo bem? Do you remember what we did last week? That's correct. We learned what to do if we wanted to find out information from someone, a third person. So we learned how to find out information by saying, what is your wife's name? Where does your dad live? And so on. Tonight's lesson, though, we are focusing on the verb ter, to have. We are going to go through the verb. We are going to see when do we use that verb and expressions with ter to communicate our feelings, to communicate our needs, our emotions, right? So that is the focus of tonight's lesson, the verb ter, to have. Okay? How do we write it? It is ter, which means to have, ter, okay? Now, it is a verb. It is a doing word. Verbs use pronouns. That means that pronouns, they tell us who is doing the action. So verbs are related to pronouns and pronouns to verbs, okay? Who is doing the action? For example, you already know one. How do I say I in Portuguese? How do we do that? You know this one. I is eu, I. And what is you? You also know this one. We've come across this one. You is tu. Now, tu is informal. Use it among friends. Use it with relatives, with somebody you know very well. It's the you, the familiar form of you. Because what is the more formal form of you? That's correct. It is você. Você, you, slightly more formal than tu, and also o senhor, and a senhora. Remember, we use these two when addressing men and women formally, but they still mean you. Você, o senhor, a senhora, you. You, more formal than tu. Okay? So, eu is what? I. Tu is you, informal. Você, o senhor, a senhora, you, formal you. Okay? How do we say he and she? Ele is he and ela is she. Ele, ela. You know those already. How do we say we? We, us. It is nós, us. Okay? Nós. And you guys, you, plural, is vocês. Vocês. You, plural. You guys, you, a group of people. Vocês. They, what is they? We've got two words. Eles and elas. Eles, elas, they. Eles, you use it for a mixed group. Eles, they the girls and boys, they the men and women. Eles, right? Because elas is exclusively a feminine plural group. It is they the girls, they the women. Elas, right? Okay, let's go through those pronouns again. What is I? It is eu. You, informal you, tu. And the formal you, você, o senhor, a senhora. Right? So você, o senhor, a senhora, you, formal. He or she, ele, is he. Ela is she. How do you say us, we? It is nós, correct. Nós, us. You guys, you, more than one person, is vocês, vocês. They is eles or elas, they, right? All verbs, all doing words will use these pronouns. They tell you who is doing the action, okay? Same as in English. You say, I have, you have, he has, right? So those are our pronouns. One more time, let's go through them. Eu is I. Tu is you, informal. Você, o senhor, a senhora, formal you. Ele, he, ela, she. Nós is us. You guys, you plural, vocês. And they is eles and elas. Okay with that? Right. Now, how do we attach the verb to the pronoun? You already know some forms of the verb, and remember we are working with the verb ter, to have. Remember how we said our age in Portuguese? How did we say that? How did we say, I am 30 years? Go back. We don't say I have 30 years, right? We do in Portuguese, but not in English. So in English we say I am 30. In Portuguese we say I have 30 years. How did we do that? We said, correct, eu tenho. Eu tenho. So eu tenho is I have. Eu tenho. You have. You, when addressing somebody informally, we also did that. In our second lesson, it is tu tens, tu tens, okay? Eu tenho, I have, tu tens, you have. And how do we say you have when you are addressing somebody formally? That's right. Você, or o senhor, a senhora, tem, you have. Okay? So, eu tenho, I have. Tu tens, you. You addressing somebody informally. You have. Você, o senhor ou a senhora tem, you have. Addressing somebody formally. How do we say he has, she has? Easy. The same way as você, o senhor, a senhora. So he has, she has, ele tem, ela tem. Okay? We have. How do we say that? It is nós, we, temos. Nós temos, we have. And you, more than one person, you guys have. Vocês têm. Têm, right? The same as for they have. Eles is also têm. Eles têm, elas têm. Now, let's just focus on the he has and they have. How did we say that he has is? That's correct. Ele tem. Okay? But they have is eles têm. Now, notice that the word is the same. The pronunciation changes. Why? Look at what is on top of the E. A little hat. That is called a accent, acento circunflexo. That accent makes a difference in pronunciation and in meaning. So he has, ele tem, they have, eles têm. Okay? The difference between singular and plural. Right. Should we go through the verb again? Let's get used to it. Eu tenho is I have. Tu tens, you have. You, informal. O senhor, a senhora tem, you have. You, formal. He has is ele tem. We have. Nós temos. And you guys, you plural, you have. Vocês têm. They have. Eles têm. Or elas têm. Okay with that, right? Once more. Eu tenho. Tu tens. Ele tem. Nós temos. Vocês têm. Eles têm. Perfect. Now, why are we conjugating the verb? Why are we doing all this? You are now going to learn expressions with the verb ter, to have, which in English use the to be, right? So expressions with ter, with have, to have, which in English use to be. You know one already, the one for age. We don't say, I am 30. You say, I have 30 years. There are a few such expressions that do not use to be, but use to have in Portuguese. Let's go through them. So all these expressions use to have, ter, okay? Expressions such as to be hungry. We do not say to be hungry in Portuguese. We say to have hunger. Therefore, the verb ter. So to be hungry is ter fome. Ter fome. To be hungry. To be thirsty. Ter sede. Ter sede. Okay? So hungry is fome, thirsty, sede. Okay, so these two use to have, not to be. Others like this. To be cold is ter frio. Ter frio. Its opposite, to be hot. Ter calor. Calor. Ter frio. Ter calor. Okay? To be sleepy also uses ter. To be sleepy is ter sono. Ter sono. To be sleepy. To be right. I say in Portuguese, ter, to have, ter razão. Ter razão. Right? And to be in a hurry is in Portuguese ter pressa. Ter pressa. Okay? So all these expressions which use the verb to have in English use the verb, that use the verb to be in English, use in Portuguese the verb to have. Okay? Want to go through them again? They are ter fome, to be hungry. Ter sede, to be thirsty. Ter frio, to be cold. Ter calor, to be hot. Ter sono, to be sleepy. Ter razão, to be right. And ter pressa, to be in a hurry, to be pressed for time. Okay? Let's hear them again. Just for the sound, it is. I'm just going to focus on the expression fome, sede, frio, calor, sono, razão, and pressa. Right? How would you use them in a sentence? Now remember, they use the verb to have. Okay? You do know what the verb to have is. We have just done them before the expressions. So how would you say, I am hungry? Correct. I is eu. I am, remember in Portuguese I have, so eu tenho fome. There we go. I'm hungry. Eu tenho fome. Got it? Want to say that in the negative? Want to say I'm not hungry? What do? You know this one too. We just put the noun, the negative word, before the verb. So I'm not hungry becomes eu não tenho fome. Eu não tenho fome. Right? Eu tenho fome, I'm hungry. Eu não tenho fome, I am not hungry. Okay? Let's see. Let's use a couple more of these expressions. How would you say, you are in a hurry? You are in a hurry. You are addressing a colleague, somebody you know very well. So you want the informal you, right? So that would be tu. And you're saying you are in a hurry. Tu tens pressa. Tu tens pressa. You are in a hurry. Okay? If you want to ask that person, are you in a hurry? What do? Remember, nothing changes in Portuguese. From a statement to a question, the only thing that changes is the punctuation mark and the way you say it. So, tu tens pressa is a statement. Ask that as a question. All you do is punctuation mark and you say, tu tens pressa. Are you in a hurry? Okay there. Now, let's see other sentences using these expressions. To be hungry, to be thirsty. Yeah, they are on your screen. Okay? Just look at them. Can you make sense of what they are? Do you understand them? They all use the verb to have. Let's go through them. Okay? The first one you have done. Eu tenho fome. I'm hungry. Tu não tens frio. What is frio? To be cold. What are you doing? You asking, aren't you cold? You, a person you do not feel very formal with, informal. Tu tens frio is, are you cold? Tu não tens frio. Aren't you cold? Right? Third one. A senhora tem calor. What are you doing? Are you hot? Right? You are addressing somebody formally. Okay. A senhora tem calor. And the next one? Ele tem razão. He is right. Nós não temos pressa. What is that? We are not in a hurry. And vocês têm sono. Are you guys sleepy? Next one. Elas têm sede. It's a statement. They are thirsty. Okay? Right? So just look at them again, practice with them. Now you know how to express those feelings, those needs of yours, okay? I'm hungry, I'm hot, and ask somebody what they are feeling. Are you sleepy? Are you in a hurry? Do practice with them. Okay there. Right, I will see you all again next Monday. Até segunda e uma boa semana. Adeus.